very good morning to my dear parents and little children. I hope you all are doing well by the blessings of God. So, welcome you all to this new academic year 2021. Okay, myself Anil I, and I'm going to be your English teacher for the academic year 2021. Now, since this is our first day of interaction, as you little children, what I want you to do is take a selfie video of yourself telling your name, your father's name, and the mother's name. Okay, this is your first activity for the English class. And in the meantime, I want the parents to sit back with the children and help them understand the concept better and also help them with the activity sheets later. So these activity sheets you can either copy in a notebook or you can file it as sheets. So these will be considered as assignments once the school reopens. Okay? Okay, kids, today we're going to learn the fourth standard English. So, in your textbook, this is how it looks the first page, contents. So, these are the units which you're going to learn for this academic year. So, for this year, we have 6 different units. Each unit is based on a particular theme. So, today we're going to look at the first unit, which is family. So, under family, if you see, we have a story, a daughter's love, and the second one is Once Upon a Time. It's a poem. So, let's learn about a daughter's love. So, lesson number 1, daughter's love. So, this story was written by William Shakespeare. So, he was born in the year 1564 and died in 1616. Okay. He is a renowned English poet, playwright, and actor. He is also widely considered to be the greatest dramatist of all time. Okay, this is William Shakespeare. So let's look into the characters of this story. So this is a story about a king called Lear and his 3 daughters, that is Gondrel, Regan, and Cordelia. Okay, so the characters are King Lear, the 3 daughters. So the first one is Gonril, second one is Regan, and the third one is Cordelia. Okay, these are the 3 daughters of King Lear. And we also have another character is a French prince. He is the king of France country. Okay, so we will discuss more about this character. So what are we going to learn in this story is about a love of a father on his 3 daughters. Okay, it is a love of a father on his 3 daughters, and also we're going to see the hatred, uh, the cruelism, and also telling lies to the father. So we're going to see all these 3 in the story. Okay, so the story is many years ago there was a king called Lear in England. So he was ruling the country called England. So like India, there is another country called England. So this king is in England. So he was wise and generous king. Okay, so wise means so he is very intelligent. He will think and then act. Okay, so he is a wise and a generous king who had ruled over kingdom for many years. So this king was ruling England for many years. However, he was becoming old. Now the king is becoming old, so he felt it was the time to step down from the kingdom. So as a king, he wants to give this role to some other person. So he thinks of his daughters. So he wants to leave this kingdom to his daughters. So to know who is the right person to rule the kingdom, this King Lear will ask a question to his daughters. Okay, so let's see what is the question. Well, dears, tell me how much you love me. So the King Lear asked his daughters this question. So the first daughter, that is Gondrel, Sir, you are dearer to me than my eyesight or life. No child has ever loved her father more than I love you. Okay, this is said by the first daughter, that is the elder daughter of King Lear, Gondrel. Let's see what does the second daughter say. The second daughter says, I am the happiest when I am able to serve you. Okay, so she says, I am the happiest when I'm able to serve you. Serve means helping her father, like taking care of him, like giving food, giving water. That is serve. So these two daughters are telling that they love their father a lot, but they are not truthful. It is a lie. Now it's time for the youngest daughter called Cordelia. So his father, King Lear, calls the youngest daughter and asks her, how much do you love me? Now, the youngest daughter, Cordelia, never tells lies. So she is being very honest here. So she tells, Father, I love you as I should, neither more nor less. So Cordelia says to her father, I love you as I should, neither more nor less. Hearing this, King Lear gets angry. So he expected Cordelia to tell that Cordelia loves him more, loves him greatly, but Cordelia says that I only love you as I should. Now, let's see what the father says. So you better mend that speech, Cordelia, or you may lose your fortune. So father says that you better think what you're talking, or you will lose all the wealth. Fortune means wealth. So wealth means the king's bungalow, land, everything is called wealth. Okay, the jewels, everything what he has will be shared among the sisters. So he says that you better think of what you're talking, or else you will lose all your share on the bungalows and jewels the king owns. So these shares will go to your elder sisters. So Cordelia replies, My father, my lord, you are my father. You have cared for me, fed me, and loved me. Thus I obey you, love you, and greatly honor you. So Cordelia says that you are the one who have taken care of me. So you have fed me, you have loved me. So I obey you, love you, greatly honor you. So next, after that, King Lear found it hard to believe that Cordelia had really only felt a sense of duty towards him. So King Lear is very disappointed. He's very unhappy that Cordelia doesn't love him as he expected. Okay, so what does the king say now? If this is the truth, then you will get nothing from me. The king Lear says to his daughter, that's the youngest daughter Cordelia, that you will not get anything from me, which means that from the kingdom she will not get anything. So you are no longer a daughter of mine. I will divide your share of the kingdom between Gondrel and Regan. I disown you. So disown you means refuse to maintain connection. So father is telling, now from now you are not my daughter, so you have to leave this place and you will get nothing from me, no wealth from me. So all the wealth what I own will be shared among Gondriel and Regan. So hearing this conversation, there was a prince of France, a king of France was present in the court. So he felt that Cordelia was being very simple and honest. Okay, so this king felt that Cordelia is very honest and she's telling the truth to her father that she likes him as much she should. Now, what does this king do? He wished her to marry. Cordelia agreed to marry that king of France. Now, marrying the king of France, she has to go to France with that king. So, Cordelia leaves England, that is, she leaves her father from England and she goes to France with that king. And what she says while leaving, I hope my sisters take good care of my old father. I am really worried about his health. Now Cordelia is saying that hopefully my sister takes care of my father and I'm really worried about his health. Next, what happens? Now King Cordelia left King Lear. Now King Lear is with her elder daughter, that is Gondrel. King Lear decided to stay with his eldest daughter. He soon found out that Gondrel was only after his kingdom. She did not take care of him. Now that the father King Lear realized that the eldest daughter is only for money. Okay, she did not love her father, so she wanted the kingdom, so she just acted like she loves her father. So father leaves the eldest daughter and goes to the another daughter, that is Regan. So what does Regan say? Let's see. Soon King Lear realized that his second daughter was equally cruel and selfish. Now the second daughter also is cruel, not taking care of him. So what the father says, I would rather beg on the streets than be disrespected. Disrespect means not giving respect to the father, not respecting him by my daughters. Oh, how I miss Cordelia today. Now, after seeing all this, King Lear realized that Cordelia would have taken care of him well. Now I miss Cordelia. Okay. So in the meanwhile, since Cordelia is in France, it was a time where England and France were at war. Okay. So the two countries were at war. So Cordelia was worried about her father's health. England and France were at war with each other at the time. As she was the queen of France. Now, after marrying the prince, that's the king of France, she became the queen of France. Now, she could not enter England anymore because she is in France. She is the queen of France. She cannot enter England. So, what she thinks? Thus, she decided to attack England and rescue her father. Now, what she's thinking? She wants to attack England. She wants to attack England and rescue her father. Okay. However, the French army is defeated, so she failed to defeat the England army. So England was so strong that France could not fight with England, and they lost the battle. Okay, so they were defeated by English, and she is imprisoned. Imprisoned means she is in jail. She is put in jail. So Cordelia is in jail. Cordelia is surprised to meet her father there. So where she meets her father, she meets the father in the jail. But this the King Lear does not know that it is his own daughter. So let's see what he says. What he says: "Don't laugh at me, young lady. Perhaps I am being foolish, but you look like my daughter Cordelia." So this King Lear, the old man, is asking this Cordelia, "Don't laugh at me, young lady. Perhaps I am being foolish, but you look like my daughter Cordelia." So Cordelia says, "Yes, father, I am. I am your Cordelia. I have been looking all over for you. Finally, I found you. Father, I will not let you go." Now she's also saying, "Forgive me." No, father, the King Lear is saying, "Forgive me, my child, for I am old and foolish. I have caused you a lot of pain." Now the father realized the mistake what he did, that he did not understand her own daughter. So King Lear did not understand her own daughter, and now he realized his mistake and he's asking sorry to Cordelia. "Forgive me, my child, for I am old and foolish. I have caused you a lot of pain." All right. So this is the story about the King Lear and the and the three daughters. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to play the video of the story so that you can watch the video and understand better. Okay. Just watch the video now.
A Daughter's Love, a graphic adaptation of King Lear by William Shakespeare. Many, many years ago, there was a king in England called Lear. He was a wise and generous king who had ruled over his kingdom for many years, but he was becoming old. He felt it was time to pass on his kingdom to his daughters. One day, King Lear decided to ask his three daughters a question. The two eldest daughters, Goneril and Regan, lied to their father.
"Well, dears, tell me how much you love me."
"Sir, you are dearer to me than my eyesight or life. No child has ever loved her father more than I love you. I am the happiest when I am able to serve you."
Cordelia was Lear's youngest daughter. Now it was her turn to express her love for her father.
What can you say to deserve your share of the kingdom, Cordelia?
I love you as I should, neither more nor less.
You better mend that speech, Cordelia, or you may lose your fortune.
My lord, you are my father. You have cared for me, fed me, and loved me. Thus, I obey you, love you, and greatly honor you.
King Lear found it hard to believe that Cordelia had really only felt a sense of duty towards him. He had thought that she loved him greatly.
If this is the truth, then you will get nothing from me. You are no longer a daughter of mine. I will divide your share of the kingdom between Goneril and Regan. I disown you.
The King of France was in the court when Cordelia was asked to leave. He thought of her as simple and honest, and hence wished to marry her. Cordelia agreed, and they leave for France.
I hope my sisters take good care of my old father. I'm really worried about his health.
King Lear decided to stay with his eldest daughter. He soon found out that Goneril was only after his kingdom. She did not take care of him. Soon, King Lear realized that his second daughter was equally cruel and selfish.
I would rather beg on the streets than be disrespected by my daughters. Oh, how I miss Cordelia today.
Meanwhile, Cordelia was worried about her father's health. England and France were at war with each other at that time. As she was the Queen of France, she could not enter England anymore. Thus, she decided to attack England and rescue her father. However, the French army is defeated by the English and she is imprisoned. Cordelia is surprised to meet her father there.
Don't laugh at me, young lady. Perhaps I am being foolish. But you look like my daughter Cordelia.
Cordelia and Lear are overjoyed to meet each other after such a long time.
Yes, father, I am. I'm your Cordelia. I have been looking all over for you. Finally, I've found you. Father, I will never let you go.
Forgive me, my child, for I am old and foolish. I have caused you a lot of pain.